Hey everyone, welcome back. So from the title of this video, you can see that today I am going to be going over everyday makeup versus Instagram makeup. I had seen this video floating around for a little while now, and it just dawned on me. I was like, you know what? I have to do a video like this for my subscribers. You know, as a professional makeup artist, there are a lot of things that come into play when actually photographing, makeup. There is so much that goes into creating a makeup look. And there's a lot of times on Instagram that you will see a look like this and it will look flawless. I love them myself. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I think they're gorgeous, some of the looks that I've seen created. But the reality of it is, in real life, it does look like a lot of makeup. So for those of you that are on my channel that like a lot of makeup, I hope that you enjoy how I created this look. Now, for those of you on my channel that do like more natural, subdued, or some of you might even think that this is a lot of makeup, I hope you enjoy this look as well. The reason why I decided to do this video is because as a professional makeup artist, it is so imperative to learn how to speak to your clients and learn the difference between what is out there that you're seeing in these images and what is going to look good on the person that you are working with. One of the biggest questions that I get asked as a makeup artist is when they like a look like this and they'll see a picture of it on Instagram and it will look like glamorous, but sometimes it just doesn't look as done up as it would in person. You have to learn how to determine and how to speak to that client to let them know how much really is involved. So one of the reasons why I really did this video today was to show you the process of what it takes to create a smoky eye like this, to create that full face look. I really didn't go as full as I wanted to because I just think it just sometimes gets a little overdone, and that's why sometimes the looks are just so flat and flawless because there is a ton of makeup and the picture just looks phenomenal. So I do enjoy doing both looks, and I hope that you enjoy watching how I create both looks. So let's just get into it right now. So all of you know, if you've been following me for a while, that before I do anything, any type of makeup, whether it's full coverage, Instagram makeup, or whatever I'm posting that's like completely done up, or it's just everyday makeup, skincare is key. So on this side, which is going to be your left and my right, I'm going to do my full face, my Instagram, my over-the-top type of look. On my left side, which is your right, I am going to be doing the everyday look, which is obviously more simple. So when I prep my skin every day, I go in with the Gold Elements Age Treatment Eye Cream, and I have a complete video on why I like these eye creams and their face creams, and I'll go over all of that with you in that video, and you can check it out there. Typically when I'm going full face, I do still use a good moisturizer. Sometimes I don't want something too creamy. So just for this look in particular, I'm going to switch it. I'm going to go in with the Tatcha Eye Deep Hydrating Firming Eye Serum. I mentioned this in my Best of Beauty video, and I'll put a link down below on that. You always want a good base to where you're putting your face and eye makeup. Regardless, it's just very important to always have your skin have a good base with skincare. Now for my face, on my everyday side, I'm going to go in with the Age Treatment Cream from Gold Elements. And I just like a little bit. I like a little bit of moisture. And also on this side, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to tweak it just a little bit when I go into the full coverage. Then I'm going to use the MAC Prep and Prime Primer. I actually like this one. I use this on some of my clients because I like the way it holds the foundation in place. For the Instagram side, I'm going to go in with the Warm Neutral Palette from MAC. I use this actually a lot, even on my clients. So I'm going to go in with this shade first right here, and I'm going to set the eyeshadow base. And I'm going to actually go onto the base of I'm going to go on my lid. I'm going to use this shade right here. Now I do mix a lot of colors, but I'm going to first start with this one and see how I like this palette going along. I'm going to take this shade and an E40 brush from Sigma. I'm going to drop it into my crease. Next I'm going to take this shade right here and I'm going to concentrate it on the outer corner, and I'm going to use a blending E25 brush. Shade right here. I'm going to bring it into the crease using a blending E25 brush again. Now I'm taking this shade right here, same blending brush, and I'm going to drop it right on the lid just to create this gradient effect. Going in with the Kat Von D Tattoo Eyeliner, I'm going to give myself a somewhat of a decent line. So you have to remember, a lot of time you see these full lashes on Instagram. The reason why they have this huge thick winged eyeliner is because the band or the lashes are so full that it will look funny if you just have it on with a little bit of mascara. So don't be so fooled when you see the winged eyeliner and it looks so natural in the picture. It's also because it's saturated, the makeup is there, and in order for you to make it look complete, you do need to build up the liner a lot. I always coat my natural lash with some mascara as a base when I put my lashes on. A lot of people don't, and I just feel that defeats the purpose because these marry the two together and it looks more in sync. For this look, I'm going in with Lilly lashes. This is in the style Mykonos. When I apply my lashes, I always use the dark tone duo glue. I let the glue dry for about 30 to 60 seconds and then I drop the lashes on. So I'm going to let the lashes dry. You see the difference already that I'm creating into that like voluminous look. So what I like to do is let the lashes dry a little bit and before I continue anything with the eyes. And I'm going to go in with MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation. I do happen to like this for full coverage, especially if you're going out. This is a great foundation. And I'm going to take a damp beauty blender. I do like the black ones better. I feel the Pro just really hangs onto the foundation so much better. And I'm just going to apply that. Now I'm going to take NC20 from MAC's Pro Longwear Concealer, and using my ring finger, I'm just going to start to apply it like this, just to brighten the under eye. Now another thing I like to do is let this sit because it's a little liquidy, and I feel like when you let it sit on the eye a little bit under this area, it adheres better to the skin. So while that's sitting, I'm going to take Anastasia's Soft Brown. I'll go back to my brows. Now I take my damp beauty blender and I just buff all of this in. Now I'm taking Laura Mercier's translucent powder, but this is the eye brightening one, and I'm going to just set that. Now I'll just take a concealer brush and I'm going to clean this up right here. To dust this away, I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Contour Book. Have this for a while, use this on my clients, love it. Taking the shade Macchiato and Camel. I'm going to start with that contour. You see that it gets very sharp. This is a flat contour brush. I don't feel that you need every single contour brush on the market. You can actually contour using a blush brush. Just depends on preference. So I'm starting to chisel out the face. Now I'm going to take Macchiato and I'm going to go back in with it. So I just lifted my entire face this way. Just buff this out. Come down a little bit this way. For blush, I'm going to start with Ambering Rose. This is from MAC. I'm going to start by applying it up here. Then I'm taking DollyMix. Bring it to the apples. These blushes are both from MAC. Mary Louminizer from the Balm. And I usually like to apply highlighter with a tapered highlighter brush. This is an F35 from Sigma. When I feel that it doesn't get as pigmented as I like it to, I go in with my ring finger and I tap it on. Then I'll take that same shade. I'm going to go into my brow bone with it. I'm taking a short shader brush, E20. And I'm going to drop it right in here to open this up. I'm going to go back in with this shade from the palette. I'm going to add a little mascara. Black eyeliner in here. The lips, I'm going to go in with the shade GORG from the Kylie Cosmetics Koko collection. Alright, so I think that finalizes the Instagram makeup. As you can see, it is definitely more just full on. I didn't even go half as crazy as half of the things that I see that the Instagram tutorials do show, but this is pretty much going to give you the vibe of what I find classifies Instagram makeup. So now let's get ready to do this side. Alright, you guys ready? This is basically what I'm going to be wearing on my face that I do for my everyday makeup. Super easy, super simple. I might just put like 2 eyeshadows on just to show you because it really doesn't get any easier than this. And this is basically something that I wear about 5 days out of the week. So let's get started. First product I use and that I love is the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. This is in the shade medium and I'm using the Heavenly Luxe foundation brush. If you guys are on the hunt for a really good foundation brush, look into this one. I use one pump for my whole face, and what I do when I go in is actually cover the entire face, including the lids. This is a great product to use as a base for everyday makeup. When you're doing everyday makeup, you don't want to look overdone, but you want to look clean and polished. This is going to create that for you. Plus, it has some really nice anti-aging products in it, and actually some really good products for your skin. So at least you're getting double the work, you know, double the product and the care for your skin that you need. Super easy, love it, because if you guys like concealer brushes, this is the foundation, this is the concealer. When it comes to everyday makeup, you really don't want to look overdone. You really want to look like yourself. I just find this CC cream to be amazing. People that do go out, they actually like this foundation when they're going out. So you have a couple of options. After that, I just take my ring finger and make sure everything is blended in really nice. And for the sake of this, because typically every day I would just put like, you know, my mascara on. But if I do have like an extra couple of minutes, what I do is I take 3 shades that I have sworn by since I can remember in my 20s. There are 3 colors from MAC that I love. The first one is Orb. I use this as a base on my lid. Second one is Rice Paper. It's like the perfect shade of champagne. And then there's another shade, I'm not sure if they discontinued this, but it is Gleam, and that is from MAC. As you can tell, I love it so much, it's down to nothing. So what I'll do real fast is I'll just take a brush like this, a large fluff E50 brush. I go into the shade Orb, and I basically set what I just put on my lid. I don't go in with any primers or any concealers on the lid, I just leave it like this. Now I'm taking Rice Paper. I'm going to use an E55 brush from Sigma. I'm just going to apply it to the lid. And now I'm taking Gleam, not much left in the pan, with an E40 brush. I'm just going to apply it into my crease. Now I'm going to take the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. What I like to do for every day is I like when my lashes are prominent. I feel for everyday look, it just opens up the eyes and it makes you look more vibrant and awake. So that's why I actually cater more towards mascara than I do with any other eye product, because I feel just it changes the whole look of your face and you just look so awake. So typically I don't really spend a lot of time on my brows. I don't really like to spend a lot of time on my brows every day. So I'm just going to show you guys 2 products that I really have been loving a lot. The first one is the MAC eyebrow pencil. I lost the name because I used it so much, but I just love the way it shapes my brow. And then when I'm really in a pinch, I'm obsessed with this. This is the Benefit Gimme Brow. I just think this is incredible. It just coats the brows. It makes it look full without being overdone. It gives you a little hint of color. It's just perfect. So I think I'm gonna use this one for today for this video. And all I do is, because it's so pigmented, which I love, I think this is great. What I do is because you guys see I have sparse areas here, so I gently just apply it to the sparse areas first. As you could tell, now I'm starting to build it, and I literally just coat the hairs with it. Just fill them up, make them look decent, not overdone, and it just holds the brow in place perfect. I love this product. That's it, my brows are done. Next, what I'll do is I will go in with my concealer. This is one of my absolute favorite concealers. This is the Tarte Colored Clay CC Concealer and Corrector. This is in the shade medium. I have this in my makeup bag at all times. This is what it looks like. You have a corrector shade and then a concealer shade. So what I usually do is go in with that little corrector shade first. If you have time, I go under the dark circles, so I start to eliminate that darkness. And then I take the concealer and I drop it on top to brighten. I mean, this is such an amazing everyday concealer to have. You know, whenever I have a full face of makeup on, I still carry this in my bag because it just blends so beautifully on top of whatever makeup I have done. I don't, for everyday makeup, I do not put mascara on my lower lash line. I don't like it, so that's something I'm not gonna do. And then for everyday, I go in with a basic everyday great shade. This is Melba from MAC. I'm taking an F10 brush from Sigma, and now I'm just going to apply the color, gently fanning it on. Taking one of my favorite lip glosses. This is Starburst from Mally. All right. So to conclude, this is my everyday makeup. As you can see, super simple, super natural. It just revives me, wakes me up. This, on the other hand, is Instagram makeup. So as you can tell, the difference in both, this is obviously very dramatic. It's going to capture the colors and the makeup more vibrant in your photos. And this is something that is everyday, which most women can wear depending on how much makeup you like to wear. So I hope that all of you enjoyed this video on my everyday makeup versus my Instagram makeup. Let me know your thoughts on what you think about both looks. And don't forget to like this video and leave a comment down below on which is your favorite look. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll see all of you in my next video.